Hello everyone, welcome to the next Insurance Toolkits lead training video. This is by far the most requested topic, and that is the script. So there's going to be two parts to this little series here. The first video is this one that you're watching, which is the script that you're going to use when setting the appointment. And then the next video you'll see is the script that you're going to use once you are actually in the presentation, face-to-face with the client, and you are going through that. We'll give you some guidelines, some things to talk about, and kind of a little guideline and pathway through the presentation, as well as some scripting to go along with that. So again, this video is going to be that script you're using to set the appointment. And as a baseline, this is the foundation. This is the fundamental for any sales business, especially insurance. If you are not buying leads and setting appointments, nothing else is going to follow suit. This controls your longevity, this controls your cash flow, this controls your activity, and by default, that controls, you're paying your rent, your mortgage, your office space, you're paying for staff, you're paying for utilities, you're paying for your phone. If you aren't able to set appointments, you are not going to be able to sustain, grow, and scale your insurance business. So I only say that to really emphasize how important it is to have a solid script that works well with your business model and meshes well with the lead type that you're buying. This script we're covering today works very well with the leads that we offer here at Insurance Toolkits with our leads platform that we launched a few months ago, in that they're really designed for internet leads. Now, I'll point out a few different places throughout the presentation where you can kind of mix and match the words if you're buying direct mail leads or you're buying age leads, you're buying maybe some live transfers or calls, different types of leads. But for the most part, this is going to work very well with getting a client on the phone, confirming who you are, who they are, why you're calling, getting that appointment set, and again, you're on to the next. One of the 2 points I want to mention before we get started is this needs to be natural. In order for a script to sound natural, of course, repetition, 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 but you really, really need to memorize it. Now, this script is very short. It'll be available in the description below, so you guys can go ahead and download that and get on that as soon as possible. But again, when you memorize it, you start to add in some filler words, we call it. And those filler words are what make it sound natural. We don't want it to make it seem like we're reading off a script, even though we are using this as our blueprint. So the 4 parts of this script is going to be introducing who you are, letting the client know that you know who they are, why you're calling. The second part is going to be confirming a good date and time with a little bit of pre-qualification. The third part is confirming that date and time and letting them know what you're going to be coming in. And then the fourth part is going to be arguably the most important part, which is the tie down. Now, a tie down is incredibly important. I myself, this October, the end of this year, will be my 8th year in the insurance business. Many other insurance professionals can attest to this. The tie down is almost like you're confirming the confirmation to really lock it down. Hey, I'm going to be there tomorrow. This is what I'm coming in. I'm going to be wearing a bright pink shirt. You can't miss me. It's a little tie down, something kind of unique to throw in there at the end just to get that final confirmation so you're not getting no-showed. We see a lot of times when people don't use tie downs in their script, they do get the no-shows, they get the people canceling, they get the someone saying I'll be here, but they're actually there, and you don't want to be driving around wasting time or calling people who aren't going to answer. So, getting into the script, very simple, very short, we get right to the point. The first part is going to be a good tip to remember as well in this first part is we're not asking the client, hey, is this John? We know that it's John, right? They went online, they fill out a form, they gave us their phone number, and they then submitted that form, and they're open to being requested, or information that they requested, they're open to phone calls, right? They know someone's going to be reaching out to them. So don't call somebody and say, hey, is this John? Because what that does is it sets your phone call up from the very beginning that you are already uncertain with what you're saying, and that will carry on the rest of the presentation. You need to gain that control, natural, genuine kindness, and build that rapport. But as an agent, as a salesman, you need to have the control of the conversation. You can do that in a nice way, but just say, hey, John, hello, my name's Victoria, my name's Colton, my name's John, whatever your name is. John, hey John, this is Colton giving you a call. I'm actually the life benefits coordinator for Palm Beach County. Just want to let you know that I did receive the form you submitted online. Are you still at 123 Main Street? Right off the bat, that just sounds like I've said it a million times. A, because I have, but B, I want it to sound natural. I'm saying, hey John, I know this is John. My name's Colton. So now they know that I know who they are and they heard my name. I'm giving you a call from the Life Benefits Coordination Office here in Palm Beach County. I'm calling you to let you know that I received the form that you sent to me, and I want to confirm that you're still at 123 Main Street. That does a lot of things psychologically because sales is a very psychological process and business aspect, in that I'm letting them know their name, I'm telling them who I am, I'm telling them where I'm calling from, I'm telling them that I received the form that I know they submitted, and I'm giving them their address. Those 5 things build rapport, builds that trust, and it establishes control. Right off the bat, those first 2 sentences, that's going to help me with the rest of my script here. So when I ask them, are they at that address? They're going to say, yeah, I'm still at that address. And we have another video on rebuttal handling, but typically when you're going to this confident, you're not going to get that rebuttal too often. If you do, I'm not going to get too much into rebuttals in this video. You can go and watch the other rebuttals video in this leads training series here. It should be down below. You can watch the rest of these series here as well. But when you ask them, are you still at 123 Main Street? They're going to say, oh yeah, I'm still here. They may even say, oh, why are you calling? We're going to just go right into the script. Just always get back to the script. Oh, you are? Okay, great. Now, are you working, retired, or disabled? Okay, perfect. And are you married? Okay, great. It looks like I'll be dispatched to your area this weekend or this Friday or Monday. I'm required to stop out and give you this benefits information. Now, I'm very busy. It only takes about 10 minutes, but just wanted to see if there's any reason that you won't be home tomorrow around 10 a.m. Now, I'm not trying to speak too fast. I don't want to confuse them, because when people start to hear, I know I naturally talk very fast, but when you're trying to talk fast and you're throwing around big words, people start to get on the defense. I don't know what you are, on the hang up. I don't know why you're calling. I don't remember submitting anything in the hang up. We want to kind of slow it down, make sure that it's quick and it's efficient, but we're asking them here some pre-qualification questions. So they've now confirmed where they live. Okay, great. Now, are you working, retired, or disabled? They say, oh, I'm still working. Perfect. Now, are you married? Yes, I am. Okay, great. Those 2 questions, I know that they're working. I know they're probably not busy. They're not available Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. And I know they have a wife. They probably have kids if they're, 30, 40, 50 years old, 60, may have some grandkids, whatever the case is. So I'm recognizing that as myself. Okay, well, if they're still working and they're married, they're probably not going to be available on a Tuesday afternoon or a Wednesday morning. So as I'm going to the script, I'm saying I am going to be dispatched to your area this Friday, or if they're working this Saturday, I am required to stop out and give you your benefits information. Only takes about 10 minutes. I am very busy, but wanted to see if there's any reason that you won't be home this Friday around 7 or 7:30. So because they told me they're working, I know that probably the evenings is going to be best for them without having to ask, because when you start saying, oh, and do you work 9 to 5? And do you work Monday through Friday? And who's your employer? Then you're just asking too many questions and you start to lose that control again. So again, we're asking assumptive questions that give us more answers than just what we're asking. So by asking them, if they say, yes, I'm retired, okay, then I'm probably okay with scheduling a meeting in the morning or afternoon. So towards the end of that, I could say, I'm going to be in your area this weekend. Any reason that you won't be home this Wednesday around 11 a.m.? And then they'll probably say, oh, no, I should be home. Okay, perfect then. I will see you Wednesday at 11 a.m. I am driving a red Chevy Cruze. Is there anywhere specific you want me to park? Do you guys have guest spots? Should I park in the street, or is there a driveway that I can pull in? So now I'm already assuming they know who I am, they know what car I'm coming in, and then they'll typically give you that little bit of rapport action back and forth. Oh yeah, we have a parking spot for you. You can just pull right in the driveway. Great. Now this is the tie down here. I will have my state license with me, so I'll be kind of hard to miss. I wear it right around my neck. But I will see you this Wednesday at 11 a.m. Sound good? Perfect. Off the phone. So that whole process should only take 2 to 3 minutes. The first part, we're getting them our name, letting them know who we are, letting them know why we're calling, and we're letting them know that we got the form they submitted, and we're telling them where they submitted it to. By giving them their address, we build that rapport because it gives us trust. When somebody calls you and gives you your address, you tend to believe at least a little bit of what they're saying. That second part is a little bit of that pre-qualification. Are you working, you're retired, or disabled? If they say that they're disabled, okay, they're probably maybe at home. Are you bedridden? Those questions start to pop in your mind. But by asking them if they're married, we're already preparing for that presentation. If they're working, they're in their 40s, 50s, or 60s, they're married, they probably got kids and grandkids, you can get yourself prepared for that presentation. And when you're talking about the why, you have to really find out that customer's why. When they're married and have kids, that's a big part of their why. I'm getting some life insurance because I got a wife or a husband to take care of. I got kids to take care of. I got grandkids I want to leave something to. It can really set you up for that success. By letting them know that you're already going to be in their area, you're not going to be inconveniencing them, so that rebuttal gets thrown out the window. A lot of times people will say, oh, I don't want you to make a special trip out here for me. Let me just give you a call when I'm ready for this. But by saying, I'm already going to be in your area this Friday, I'm going to be dispatched out, I'm super busy, this only takes about 10 minutes, you're just knocking off rebuttals. They can't tell you I don't have enough time because you're saying it only takes 10 minutes. You're telling them that you're busy, so you're already implying that you're not going to be there long, and you're already going to be in their area, so they're not inconveniencing you or vice versa. Then by asking them, is there any reason you won't be home tomorrow at 10 a.m.? You're not asking them, hey, what time works for you tomorrow? You're telling them, I'm going to be there tomorrow at 10 a.m., but is there any reason that you won't be there? And that makes it a little more assumptive, and it makes it a little more easy for them to say, you know what, yeah, I'll be home tomorrow. That works pretty well. Perfect. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Now, to give a little bit of yourself up, a little bit of your personal information up, you're asking them and telling them, well, I am going to be driving a red Chevy Cruze. Anywhere specific I should park? What that does is it gives them a little bit of vulnerability. They know your name. They know you're going to be driving this certain color car. Or you can say, I'm going to be coming with my partner. If you guys have upline, maybe that's training you. I'm going to be with my partner. We're going to be driving in a blue Toyota Tacoma, whatever the case is. When you're asking them where I should park, you're now bringing that personalization or that real life aspect to the conversation. And I was starting to think, okay, a red Chevy Cruze, they're going to be pulling in. Yeah, you can park in the guest spot. That works fine. Now you have that conversation. Okay, great. Now the tie down, you come back in there at the end. I will have my state license with me. I wear it around my neck, so I'll be pretty hard to miss. Try to get them to laugh a little bit. But I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Sound good? Or just say, I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thanks. And then you get off the phone. Very assumptive. It's short. It's sweet. It's to the point. Now, in the beginning, it's going to sound awkward. You're going to be nervous, but just keep practicing. Call your friends. Call your family. Do this in the mirror. Whatever you can. The more you say it, the better. When you're calling 200 or 300 people a day, that you have to kind of realize that the words you're saying, they're not as nerve-wracking as you think. It's not as scary as you might believe it to be. Just pick up the phone and start dialing. So we'll do one more run through the script, and then I'll make a little obvious pause at the point where the client would then be responding. So, hey, John, this is Colton giving you a call. I'm actually the Life Benefits Coordinator for Palm Beach County. We're just calling to let you know that we did receive the form you submitted online. Are you still at 123 Main Street? You are? Okay, great. And are you working, retired, or disabled? Okay, perfect. And lastly, are you married, John? Okay, perfect. So I will be dispatched to your area this weekend. I'm super busy, but I am required to stop out and give you this benefits information. Only takes about 10 minutes. Any reason that you won't be home tomorrow at 10 a.m.? Perfect. I will see you at about 10 a.m. tomorrow. Now, John, I am driving a red Chevy Cruze. Is there anywhere specific I should park? Do you guys have guest spots, driveway, street? What does that look like? Awesome. Yeah, I already feel welcome, John. I'll park right in the driveway. Now, I will have my state license with me. I wear it around my neck every day, so I'll be pretty hard to miss, just so you can keep an eye out for me. But I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m., John. Looking forward to it. Have a good one. Boom. Off the phone. That took about 2 minutes to get through that. I'm letting the client know who I am, building some rapport. I'm being natural, and keep in mind, I'm saying their name. I've said their name 3 times throughout that script. When you say their name, it makes it personalized, establishes some control, and it builds that rapport a little bit. So hope that really helps, guys. The more you practice this, the better it's going to sound. Of course, you guys can kind of see the little twang that I throw on it, just more natural for me. And make it your own, make it unique. You don't have to follow it word for word, but this is a very, very good guideline to use because, again, we want to get them on the phone, set the appointment, confirm the appointment, do a tie down, and hang up and be on to the next lead. Keep in mind, guys, we want to be dialing these leads within 60 minutes of them hitting your inbox. No matter what vendor you're using, your speed to contact is the most important tactic and metric you're going to use for converting leads into actual appointments and getting those meetings on the books. So again, guys, I definitely appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, you can feel free to email me. You can look in the description below if you have any lead questions, or you can head over to our website at www.insurancetoolkits.com, or you can check out our Facebook page, which is just Insurance Toolkits on Facebook. We post pretty frequently on there as well for any updates that we have. And then continue to watch these videos. Hope that you guys have a great rest of your day and happy selling.